Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Keeping It Chaotic podcast. My name is Ava.
And my name is Cheyenne, and we are back after some time off. You know, we could not get a schedule together to save our lives, so we're here now, filming as much as we possibly can today. So please bear with us. We're kind of gonna just catch up with each other. We truly haven't seen each other very much since, I guess, like the last episode that was recorded. We went to Disney that night, and then again like the following week, I think, but that's pretty much all we've seen of each other lately.
Yeah. We've had plans to film, but there's other things that we have to deal with. I mean, Cheyenne needs childcare,
Yeah.
and if she doesn't have childcare, then we can't film. So just little things like that. But we're back and better
Than ever. Yeah.
And we're so ready. Oh my god, my voice. What is happening? But we're so ready to be back and to talk to you guys and just do a little catch up episode.
Yeah, just random talk, like our Keeping It Chaotic episode that we had. And it was just a lot of fun. I think just not having so much like structure and just like talking about literally whatever came to mind. Yeah, I don't know. Anything new with you? What's happening? What's going on?
Nothing. Literally nothing.
Nothing.
I am finishing one of my classes to get my AA degree. I just have to turn in my final essay and then I'm done. But that's it.
Yeah,
I think. How about you?
I'm going in for my esthetician exam tomorrow. So, woo, finally, it's a long awaited journey. I feel like my journey to finish school and get my license has been just so stressful and so prolonged when it did not need to be this way. But you know what? It's happening. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm just going to rip the band-aid off. I'm going to pass, manifesting it. So when this episode goes up, I could be a licensed esthetician. So hit me up, ladies, men, whatever. You need a facial, waxing, I got you.
Yeah. She texted me yesterday and I was like, should I take it tomorrow or should I just wait? I was like, rip the band-aid off, do it. We're lucky girls. You're going to pass. It's fine. You just gotta
I feel confident. It has been a few months since I finished school, so it's not as fresh in my brain as I would like it to be, but majority of it is common sense. So I think I should be fine. I just gotta cram as much as I possibly can tonight. So I think it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's lucky girlies only.
It's fine.
All things work out for us. It's fine. So Ariana Grande's new album has come out since the last time we have recorded. I was a little bit nervous for this one, not gonna lie. I feel like it's been so long since we've gotten music from her. And one of my 2024 predictions, pop culture wise, was she would release some kind of music, whether it was a single, an album, and we got both. I feel like her first song that she put out, Yes and, was very 50-50. People loved it, people hated it just because of the situation surrounding it. So the album itself, I was very nervous to hear, but honestly, it is one of my favorite albums of hers so far. I love it. I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah, I can't say that I've really listened to her albums, any of them in full before this one. But I definitely think that Yes and being the first track she put out of this album was
bold.
Random, I guess, because I feel like it just doesn't fit the rest of the album at all, whatsoever.
Yeah, I feel like that was her statement song for the time being of what she was kind of going through. But I don't when I hear that song, I think that's my one skip song of the album. Not that I don't really, I don't not like the song. I think it's just kind of doesn't fit the storyline, if that makes sense. This is a very storytelling album, which we have discussed that we tend to gravitate towards too as of now. So I loved it. And as one of my notes that I have on here, it says Ariana Grande's new album might be my new Lemonade from like Beyonce as far as like significance of where I am currently in life. And it's just like a wake up call that I kind of needed. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely a skip for me. Also, it's giving very much. I feel like Troye Sivan, like Rush. If you have listened to Rush by Troye Sivan, it's giving very much that.
Yeah. But
not to say it's not a great song.
No, yeah. But it doesn't like speak for that. Like that would not have been like the first album. I think like We Can't Be Friends, which is her second album or her second single off of the album. So good. Fantastic. Music video is great. Like it literally is everything about the album in a whole. And like I just feel like Yes and was just kind of like a F you to like the haters at the time of her releasing it, maybe. I don't know. I didn't necessarily love that song. But to each their own, you know. It's her album, her life. It is what it is. I don't know.
We're just here to enjoy the music.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, I love it. It's like my most streamed currently. So, I don't know. I love it. I mean, I definitely have favorites, but like, I feel like that's a whole other episode in itself. So, but also Zayn just announcing that he has a new album coming out. How do we feel about that? Starts crying.
Well, unwell. Unwell. I'm just excited.
Yeah, it's very new what like the new song sounds like. It just doesn't sound like what he has released before. And I think all of his albums are fantastic, but I just think like I genuinely feel like this album is the most marketed album that he has to date. Like Pillow Talk was heavily like marketed, but I don't feel like his album was, or any album after that. So I feel like maybe he got like a new team or was just finally like, I'm ready to like come out of my shell in a sense and like be here. This is my new stuff and I'm proud of it. So I'm excited.
Yeah, well, his interviews recently have been crazy.
Too much.
Crazy.
I don't appreciate him bringing up 1D as much as he has been bringing up lately. Like it's very stressful because it's like he's just openly talking about them to where before it's like he's like, don't ask me questions about them. I'm gonna not talk about it, acknowledge it, whatever, which is like understandable. But like now I feel like out of the blue he's just very like, yeah, I've been listening to One Direction lately, and like it's just too much for our little One Direction fangirl hearts.
Yeah, we were just talking about this in the car and she was like, do you think that he listens? Sorry, this is going to be triggering to One Direction fans, but she was like, do you think that he listens to Made in the AM and is like, wow, I would have been so good on this album.
I would have slayed wolves, like, for sure. That high note on any song, he's like, I would have killed it.
Yeah.
But honestly, like, Made in the AM is such a good album. I think obviously he would have added to it, of course, but maybe in the future we'll get something. I mean, he seems open to talking about them, so it makes me like confident that hopefully eventually, even like years down the line, he's like open to some kind of anything, one song, an album, just like any kind of like reunion tour. We'll take anything right now. Like we need it.
Yeah, I feel like similar to like Queen, how they did like their reunion at the Live Aid performance a very long time ago. They could do something like that. It's like a charity performance. They come back.
They could end world hunger for sure. So they literally could. I don't think they like understand the power that they hold and what they would still hold if they like came back today. Like we're older now, we have adult money, like we are coming in full force for this. Like we will go through the Ticketmaster trenches for them.
Yeah, also because their fan base has grown so much, like as solo artists. If you hadn't listened to them during their time in One Direction, like, and you listen to their stuff now, you like venture into that stuff, and I think that their fan base has just grown.
Yeah, and there's something for everybody. Like, I feel like what they're doing now, even like going on tour singing their songs, but then like somehow still incorporating like, let's sing a surprise One Direction song. And what Niall's doing currently is just like too much. Like, the fact that we're gonna see Niall and not even know a set list because this man is just like, nope, surprise, nope, we're gonna do this one today, nope, we're gonna switch it up. Like, I am so stressed out for that, but it's also exciting. So
Yeah. Dude, I'm so excited for the Nile concert because you don't know what songs he's gonna sing. And going into it, when I bought the tickets, I was like, okay, I don't want to know the set list because I want to be surprised. And like, because the first time that we saw Nile at the iHeart, little secret private screening,
VIP
little,
show, yeah.
we talked about that in a previous episode, but when we saw him then, it was just like so nice to be surprised. We were like all the songs he was gonna sing. So I was like, okay, going into his concert, I don't want to know a set list. I just want to go in, be surprised. I know all his songs, so I'm just gonna, because usually when I go into a concert, I like study the set list and like listen.
Or, like,
I like to
look
be
at
prepared.
it well. Like, I'm like, what's next? Because like, it's just, I don't dislike surprises, but I just like to be prepared, and I want to be like in on any kind of like fan thing that's happening, or like even with Taylor, like the little like ad libs that we say like during the songs. Like, I didn't know that prior to going, so like I'm glad that I knew it like leading up to the show, because I would have felt like a little bit left out. But like also the element of surprise is kind of like nice, just because every show is different. It's like very custom to the city, custom to however the energy's feeling. I feel like, I don't know, I think it's gonna be a good show regardless of what we get. Unless he sings What Makes You Beautiful, then I'm gonna freak the fuck out. But I'm so over that song. Can we just like put it in the archives and just leave it there? Like,
yeah, the element of surprise in his set list is gonna be really exciting. Just really looking forward to that.
yeah, another person we're seeing live is Miss Olivia Rodrigo. She also just released Guts Spilled, which is her like deluxe version of Guts. And I mean, the songs were technically already out except for So American. But genuinely, I hadn't heard any of them except for Obsessed, just because it was like out on TikTok and whatnot. But the other songs to me were a complete surprise. I had never heard them before. I didn't know how much I needed Scared of My Guitar. Like, that song is just like too much for me to listen to. It's so, I don't even have words for it. It literally made me cry the first time that I heard it. And yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah. I'll be so honest. I do not love deluxe versions. I don't like when they put deluxe versions of their albums out, because I think that, to me, it's like if you wanted it on the album, it would have made the final cut. And like, I don't know, I just don't usually listen to deluxe. It takes a lot in me to like go back and listen to the deluxe version of something, because it's like a few added songs, and it's just like
Majority of the time they're like okay-ish songs.
Yeah, like there's a reason why it didn't make the final cut.
Yeah,
I feel like. But
I feel like a lot of the times they're deluxe because like they get pressed so much on like, you should have released a song. So they kind of just do it for the fans instead of, I think, being like, I'm proud of this work, so I'm gonna put it out initially. It's more so for us, but I think like she slayed on this one.
Yeah. Also, I had not heard the other songs on there because I do not listen to like spoilers, whatever, like leaks or anything like that. So hearing those 3 new songs, because I have heard Obsessed too, just on TikTok, but any of those other songs I had not heard, so they were really surprising. Girl I've Always Been is so Lucy Gray, like to the core. I was, as immediately as I heard it, I was like, why does this sound so familiar? And then I saw someone on TikTok being like, this is so Lucy Gray, like this is literally a song that she would write, and I was like, oh My God, it literally is.
Put them like hand in hand. When she wrote like Can't Catch Me Now, like she probably wrote this as like maybe I can write it for the movie, like before like the vision was made possibly. So like definitely inspired by that era of like Hunger Games for sure.
Yeah. I love Stranger so much. It hits harder when you're thinking of like a best friend breakup sort of situation. Um, so yeah, amazing song. So American. Wow. Our first love song from Olivia, which is crazy. Thank you.
Like current love song also, like it's not like a past
Yeah.
love, like it's like I'm gonna marry this man if he keeps it up. So and then what was the TikTok, or yeah, I think it was TikTok, you sent it to me or I had seen it, and it was like if One Direction was still around, like this song would have me so
Oh
much more
yeah.
Delulu.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think she reposted that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a lot for the music girlies, and like every like artist I think that we collectively listen to has somehow released something, but it's also coming up on spring. People tend to tour in summer, so it's, beginning of the year, we got award season, then we get singles, album announcements, we get albums, and then we get tours. So it's just like a very, very busy moment in time season
For
I
the
guess.
fangirls.
Yeah, for the fangirls, it's a lot. But honestly, like it gives me something to look forward to. Like I love it. I love being a fangirl. I love being so excited for albums. I love living on the West Coast and getting these albums at 9 p.m. Like, yeah, I'm so content with everything that's happening music wise.
Yeah. And we have the Dead Poets Society coming out next month.
Dead Poets Society.
What is it called?
The Tortured Poets Department.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I flip back and forth. I feel like sometimes I say the real album name and sometimes I'm like, no, Dead Poets Society. Like we were just talking about it. Like we haven't even really like dived into the like track list yet because like it's just too much. I feel like we're not fully comprehending that like Taylor's giving us a brand new album in a month. Like less than a month.
Like 2 weeks.
That's crazy. That is so crazy. Like she already has like this crazy discography and now she's adding to it, and knowing that like rep can be just dropped at any point like is just too much for me to handle, and I just like have not fully comprehended like what's about to happen. Do you currently have a favorite song at the moment? Something that you would suggest for others?
Honestly, probably So American by Olivia.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna have to go with that one. It's just been on repeat.
it's so good.
How about you?
I was gonna say Scared of My Guitar, Olivia, but I'll do a different album. I think the intro to Eternal Sunshine by Ariana Grande is fantastic for an intro. Like, never have I been like, have you heard so and so's intro? Like, it's literally just called intro. I think like End of the World. Yeah, intro, End of the World. It is so good. Like, it's the perfect lead up, the perfect intro. And like I said, it's just like currently like this album has just been very like eye-opening for me where I am personally. So like yeah, it's a million out of 10 recommend that song. Yeah. What else? What else have I been doing? Oh, do you have something else?
This is so incredibly random, but I was just thinking of Intro because Khalid has a song called Intro. Do you listen to Khalid?
I used to. I don't like currently. I mean, it's just been a long time.
He hasn't put out like any music in a while.
Yeah.
Really.
Well, I seen him live actually at
Staples.
No, it was a free Jimmy Kimmel, the outdoor concert. I seen him live, but it was like the location era, like when he was like really popular and he was like, I'm at Cane's, and everyone was like, we gotta go to Cane's, like that era was like the time that I was like obsessed with him. But I mean, not
Yeah.
currently
I don't
listening
know.
to him.
I miss Khalid. His
Come back,
music
Khalid.
is so good.
I think the last thing that I seen from him was like a TikTok or a reel or something, and he's like, when you got famous and then hired your best friend as a manager so you can like travel the world or
Literally,
something.
yes.
And I'm like, literally, me and Ava, like, one of us would somehow pop off, and then I'd be like, you can be my assistant, or vice versa, and we'd be like, okay, cool, let's do it.
Yeah, but Khalid, I miss you. Come back. Free Spirit.
Okay, I remember that song.
Oh my god, that album, everything to me.
Yeah,
truly.
He was so. Where did he go, Khalid?
I don't
Where
know.
are you? Come back.
The only reason I see him on TikTok like occasionally, and I'm like, oh my god, Khalid, miss you.
So you come back.
But yeah, sorry, that was really random. I was just like intro. Yes,
that's literally this video. Let's keep it random. I have been watching Gilmore Girls recently. I mean, I have been over the past like year probably.
And this is your first time watching it?
This is my first time watching it.
Crazy.
So, I mean, yeah, it technically is my first time watching. I watched it live when like it came out with my mom, but I was so young that I'm like, I don't know the concept of what this show is about. But yeah, now that I'm like older and can fully comprehend the plot of everything, I'm like, why have I not watched this before? I am currently on season 6, so spoiler if you have not seen it. I'm currently at where like Rory, Jess comes back and is like, why did you drop out of Yale? And like that whole conversation. She's just like trying to find herself. She's currently going back to Yale. She just moved back in with Lorelai, so that's where I'm at currently. Oh, Luke just found out he just found out he has a daughter. I have obviously like I've been on TikTok. The show's been out for years, so I know like majority of things that happen. So like I know the spoilers going into it, but it's fine. Like watching it for the first time and not really like knowing the backstory of a lot of things is like very interesting. The main thing that I do have to say is fuck Rory, bro. I hate Rory. Why? Why is she the way that she is? I was just literally texting Ava about this last night, and I was like, I am team Jess in the sense of like him. Like I love Jess, but I don't think Rory deserves Jess. I think Logan and Rory deserve each other. And yeah, I don't understand the Team Logan. Like he literally ruined her.
Yeah.
Like she had this plan her whole life and he came in and was just like, no.
Yeah, I was telling Cheyenne that he brought out like the worst in her and like his bad habits of dropping everything and going to wherever with the boys. Like he
drinking, partying.
Yeah, he rubbed off on her in a lot of bad ways, and that was truly her downfall. And every time I see something that's like, yeah, Logan and Rory are like the best couple together, like they're so good for each other, I'm like, he literally threw a party for her to celebrate the fact that she got arrested after stealing a boat. Like, how is that being a good influence? How is that being like good for your relationship? Like, he's telling you that that's okay because in his mind it is okay because he grew up
with that being okay and
with like
tolerated and
yeah. So I don't love their relationship. I'll be so honest with you. I'm a team Jess.
I love Jess.
And I know a lot of people are like, he tried to sexually assault her or whatever. But I mean,
I just feel like
I don't know.
But I just also feel like times and TV shows are so different now compared to then. Like back then that was it sucks to say, but like normal. Like that was like allowed in TV, that was
like I don't think anyone really thought much of it during that time.
But if it aired today, like that show would be fucking canceled in a heartbeat. Like, but it just,
Yeah. Also, they say some other things in there that's like,
yeah, sometimes
get
I'm
away
like,
with that.
Oh, okay, slay. Yeah, you can definitely tell it's an older show for sure. But yeah, I think
Jess is amazing. Dean
can catch these fucking hands, bro. He can catch these hands. He does not deserve his wife. He doesn't deserve anything except to be slapped in the fucking face.
Poor Lindsay. I feel so bad for her, but also the way that Dean always acted to Rory, like he was so possessive, he was so controlling, he was so abusive to her, and Lorelai always praised him for that. And I never understood why.
No.
Because he yelled at her, he fought with her constantly. He never trusted her. I don't care what you say, he never trusted her, and it was always
he just always found a reason to like fight and be the victim in her story. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And they just like put up with it way too long, I think.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like he literally got mad at her because she didn't say I love you back.
For what? But then you'd be more mad if I'm like, yeah, I love you, and I don't mean it, and then you find that out and you're like, well, why would you even say that? Like it just he has a very victim complex, and I'm just like, I can't sympathize with that, I'll be honest with you. So yeah, I think Rory deserves to be alone. So
yeah,
I don't really have much else to say about that, but I have been binging that. I think season 5 for me, like it took me so long to get through it. I don't even remember what it was about. I just like had it as like background noise to like push through it. But season 6, I'm like running through, like it's really good. So I don't know, we will see. Give you an update on the next episode, I guess. We also have been I don't know if it's like also on your For You page, but I feel like we tend to send these videos back and forth to each other about Josh and Olivia. Joshua Bassett and Olivia Rodrigo. We have just, why have they been like popping back up for some reason? I don't know. I think since We Can't Be Friends by Ariana Grande has come out, all of these edits about them have started coming out. And I'm like, please don't make me relive this because it like breaks my little heart.
Yeah. They had a tragic ending.
I as controversial as this might seem, like I love them together. I think they are like each other's person. I don't know. I just feel like it's like you said earlier, it's like right person, wrong time. They were just so young, navigating everything, I think. And I mean, without them, we would not have gotten the masterpiece of Sour. I'm a sour girly till I die, and Ava is a guts girly, so I don't know. R.I.P.
Rip. I posted a TikTok the other day and I was like, can we stop acting like Guts is not better than Sour? Or is that what I said?
Yeah, that you said.
Or that Guts is not a good album.
Yeah.
Can we stop acting like Guts is not a good album? Because I kept seeing so many people being like, Guts didn't live up to like the Sour hype. And like in terms of records and like awards, obviously no, it didn't. It didn't win anything at the Grammys, which is insane, may I point out. But like it just didn't. But I also feel like it wasn't marketed as much as Sour was. So like that's a whole other thing too.
Yeah, I think they're just so polar opposite albums also. So like we just got like, I think the reason that Sour truly did as good as it did was because of the relationship surrounding it. So because of Josh and Sabrina and that whole drama, like I think people fed into it and were like, oh my god, we have to figure out who these songs are about and like all of that. So I think it was marketed better in the sense of people just being nosy and wanting to know like all this drama. But I think Guts is just who she is truly meant to be as an artist. Like it's truly like her first album that showcases everything that she could bring to the table.
Yeah, like you said, they brought other big names into the Sour situation, and that's why it did so well. But like Guts is such an incredible album, and I don't understand why people don't think that it's not given the equal treatment that it deserves because it's amazing. Yeah, I mean, Guts Defender till I die. Will never stop.
Yeah, I mean, I love both. They're both amazing, but they're also both completely different. Like it just depends on where I'm at, and I think I love Sour so much, but at the time of Sour being out, like I had said in whatever previous episode, like I wasn't going through that necessarily, so I couldn't like relate. But then like if you think about like old relationships that you have been in, or like even friendships and stuff like that, you're just like, oh my god, this is gut-wrenching and like breaks my heart. But
Yeah.
Guts, like, it just is like it gives an outlet, in the sense I feel like somewhere to put like all this anger and stuff, and you could just like scream these songs.
Yeah. I just feel like with Guts, she like rebranded herself in a way, because Sour was very like innocent in a way, I feel like, and Guts was very like rah, you know, like in your face, like aggressive. And
well, even like Brutal being her opening song was so like, oh my god, you shouldn't do that, maybe not, let's like tone it down. And she's like, no, like this is who I essentially want to be, like this, I want this to be my opener. And it is so good, especially live. Brutal being the opener for her last tour was everything. Like I hear those like chords in the beginning and I'm like, it brings me back to being back on tour.
yeah.
I know I feel like an imposter because I'm like really short. I'm also wearing I spilled my guts in Los Angeles and I didn't yet. I did not go to this. Ava just got me a shirt, so little imposter syndrome. This feels silly. I was gonna say a bad word, but my older daughter yells at me now for saying bad words. She goes, Mom, that's a bad word. So I am trying to cut down on bad words.
Wow, good for you.
It's not working, but
good for you. Get it?
Yeah, got it.
Hello.
Thank you. Next.
Yeah, I got her that shirt. Slay.
I also have a note on here that says I miss Steven Sanchez. And I do. He has not been posting because he's not doing shows currently. So maybe he's like taking a little break from social media, and I don't appreciate it because I miss seeing his beautiful face. So if you're listening, miss ya. Somebody send this to Steven Sanchez.
Steven, if you're listening,
I love you.
hit her
up. He's just such a cutie. No? Just me? I don't know where this like fascination with him even popped up from.
No, because one day you were just like, I'm in love with Steven Sanchez.
No,
and I
like,
was like, okay.
It's painful. Yeah, it's too much. And then like all of a sudden these things started popping up on my For You page of him like meeting fans, and I'm like, that should be me. Literally, I can't handle meeting these people. I would die personally.
Yeah, nor,
thank you.
Nor.
Oh, I gave in, and now I'm a magic key holder. I gave into the Disney magic.
Guys, we convinced her.
I did it. I finally did it. I can't afford it at all, but you know what? Fuck it. It's fine.
Fuck it. It's fine. Yes, I know that he's my
biggest lie I ever said. Yeah, no regrets though. So much fun. It's been so much fun. My kids are still small enough to get in for free, so I'm just enjoying it while I can before I have to like pay for 2 more people, and just taking advantage of it, and then, you know, just enjoying it for what it is now. I have yet to go without the kids, and I can't wait for that. But yeah, it is.
Yeah, we can't wait to go together and become Disney TikTokers.
All of Ava's solo Disney Day TikToks pop off every time, and it's so funny. She's like, why? And I'm like, people love Disney, bro.
No, the first one that I posted got like 12,000 views, and I was like, whoa. Slay.
Yeah, I don't know how to handle this fame. People are still liking my
Lana one.
My Lana Del Rey. I made a Lana Del Rey excuse me, Lana Del Rey TikTok, just like when it was announced that she was headlining Coachella. I'm pretty sure I talked about this. I don't know, but it went viral like within minutes, and I was like, whoa, is this what it feels like? This is crazy. And then I started getting annoyed because I'm like, oh my god, can I turn these notifications off? It's like the same thing when like you make a comment and then people just start liking the comment, and it's never ending.
Yeah, that's currently happening to me. I left a comment on someone's video of them at Guts Tour, and they were singing along to Deja Vu, and like there were multiple rows behind them of people sitting down, and I commented, well, first of all, in her caption, this girl, she was like something about the people sitting behind them is insane. So I commented, the people sitting in the back, people sitting is crazy during this song. And it's popping off. It has like 15,000 likes right now. So fucking annoying though, because I woke up the next day with like 2,000 plus notifications, and I was like, hello? Am I going viral right now? It was just my comment. But so many people in there are like are attacking me because they're like, well, maybe people can't stand for that long, and maybe they have like medical conditions. I'm like, I'm not fucking talking about the people who are literally in wheelchairs and cannot like stand up. Like, I'm talking about the people who bought a ticket and have like the mental, like the physical capacity to like stand up during Deja Vu and scream that bridge, and they're behind you sitting down. Like, those tickets could have gone to any other fan, yet you and your greedy ass chose to buy those tickets from someone just to sit there for these songs.
If you're gonna sit and do that, live stream it. Stay home, sit on your couch in your cozy little PJs, live stream. Totally free. Give somebody else the opportunity to literally have the best night of their life. I get that you're tired, but it's like an hour and a half concert.
Yeah.
You cannot be tired unless you've been at a Taylor Swift concert for 3.5 hours. Literally feet bleeding. My toes have not been the same since August of 2023. My toe is so fucked from the shoes that I wore that day. We parked so far from the gate that we needed to be in. And then I immediately took my shoes off as soon as we got to our seats because I was like, I cannot do this. So for the excuse of you saying like people blah blah blah, like I don't give a flying you know what.
Yeah, they were also like, well, it's like a 1.5 hour show. Like, people are going to sit down. I'm like, no, they're not. If you've been to a concert, like, you're not going to sit down for a 1.5 hour show. I'm sorry, you're just not. So that was really annoying. And I was like, I didn't respond to anyone, obviously, because I was like just getting flooded with like notifications and everything. But I was like, y'all are so full of shit, honestly.
Yeah, you just want to fight for nothing. But there's one thing about me and Ava, you will never see us sitting at a concert.
Yeah, I don't care. The only time that we sat down during Taylor's concerts were during the transitions, which is totally acceptable. The amount of people sitting down for the entirety of Folklore, insane.
Criminal.
Crazy.
Arrest
Jail
them.
time.
Straight to hell. No.
But yeah, if you're sitting down at a concert, what are you doing? Go home. Stay home.
It's fine, babe.
Goodbye.
Just stay home.
Like, imagine sitting there watching Olivia Rodrigo perform All American Bitch, and you're just like sitting and sulking.
Eating a hot dog.
Like, what?
Save the hot dog for after the show.
Oh. Guys, I went to my first concert this past weekend of the year, and I don't know why I have been craving a damn hot dog from the street vendors, and I was like counting down the days to this concert because I was like, I'm gonna get a hot dog. They're gonna be out there. Like, I'm so excited for this hot dog. Finally got my hot dog after the concert. I like ran out there, and then when I got outside, I was like, do I smell the hot dogs? I did smell the hot dogs, and I got one, and it was delicious.
Yeah, I was very jealous. I just feel like it is worth the stomach ache every time. Like, it doesn't even matter. Like, I got one after Taylor because I was like starving, obviously, after that long of not eating. It was the best hot dog I think I've ever had in my entire life. Even if they are like $7, but it's fine.
Dude, I paid 10 the other day.
Holy shit.
Crazy. Worth
Wow.
every cent though. No regrets.
No regrets. I don't know. I am just very excited for all of what is to come for us as far as like concerts and shows and music. Yeah, we have a good year this year, manifesting that. We have manifested that from the beginning. You know, obviously highs and lows, but no complaints, honestly. Like,
I'm going to Coachella in like 3 weeks, and I'm mentally and physically unprepared for all of it.
I am so jealous.
I don't have any of my outfits ready. I don't even know I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to do. I'm just kind of here,
Yeah.
along for the ride.
No,
truly.
I'm just kind of here. I will be home live streaming, sitting on my couch in my jammies, like, I should be as a mom of two. But honestly, me and my older daughter have watched and live streamed Coachella since she's been born, so no regrets. We watched Harry Styles in the comfort of our own bed. So that was fun. We're gonna do that again.
Yeah.
Whatever. Maybe one day, but I feel like I'm coming to an age where it's not cool anymore.
Can I just say my biggest regret is not going to Coachella the year Harry performed? It would have been, buying a ticket would have been my last cent in my account, but it would have been worth it. So worth it.
Yeah. I was almost crazy enough to do it. Mind
I know.
you,
I was waiting for her. I was like, Cheyenne, you
okay,
say the word and we're going.
hear me out. I was pregnant.
Oh, were
So
you?
it
Yeah.
did not sound fun. I mean, it obviously sounded fun, but being in the desert, 4 months pregnant, still kind of getting over morning sickness, having to camp, probably not being able to take a shower, it just was a lot. And I don't regret it, but sometimes I see videos and I'm like, damn, to be there. One of my friends went and I'm like, you're a bitch and I wish I was there. But it's fine. It's fine. Bigger, better. It's fine. But Lana, you're a bitch. I love Lana so much. It's okay. It'll be fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
We're fine.
We're not, but we're not going to talk about it. Not this episode. It's fine.
Okay, it's fine.
Okay, it's fine. I think that brings this episode to an end. Whatever we talked about, I don't even remember.
A lot of Olivia.
Yeah, a lot of Olivia, a lot of new music.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm blanking a little bit. It's been a while.
It's been a while. I don't know how we end this.
If you want to follow us on any of our social media, everything will be linked down below on the YouTube video, so make sure to check that out. If you want to follow us on our podcast, any social media, it is at Keeping It Chaotic Pod on everything. So yeah.
Thanks, you guys. What? Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.